Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Mystery and Rule Well, and to the Akim around the four corners of the earth in these last days and times, preaching the gospel of Mashiach Yahweh Shai, with all sincerity of mind and diligence. Yeah, so you know how it is according to the word of the Lord. This prophecy got to play out, and it's very exciting to see that things are going to the plans, are going on according to the plans of the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yashai Bashim Kadesh. So I'm just gonna go straight quick into the so-called conflict between the so-called state of Israel and the so-called state of Palestine, man. It's just a tool of the elite, man, to get a stronghold in the Middle East. And it shouldn't surprise you that these things should happen, because these events are also used by the elite as an excuse to jack up economies, to create distractions. And that's why you have to be circumspect when it comes to our world events, because folks just get absorbed into these situations, not knowing exactly what's really going on behind the curtains. All right, so I'm going to read a quick precept. It's going to be from the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 4. All right, and this is exactly what these elites of the Edomites are about, man. Their job is to make a huge profit and whatever advantage they can gain by starting conflict. All right, profit from conflicts, whatever opportunity they can get, they have to use it. So Revelation chapter 6 verse 4 says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon, to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Yep, and that's exactly the rulership of Edom. All right, it's been nothing but turmoil and upheavals and uproars of the people upon the face of the earth. All right, and it's just emblematic of Esau's agenda. The Lord has already said that according to the prophecy that forefather Isaac proclaimed concerning Esau, right, the father of the Edomites, that by the sword shall he live. Everything he has to gain, he has to figure out how he can implement his agenda of the sword in it, so he could have total compliance and victory. All right, so his victory is just for a short time, and that's the reason why we have to also read the book of Sirach, chapter 9 verse 18. All right, it lets you know that his lies and his swords, they have to work, in cohesion, so you could get the desired results. Okay, so the book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 18, and it reads, it says, a man of an ill tongue is dangerous in his city, and he that is rash in his tongue, he that is rash in his talk shall be hated. Yeah, so the world has experienced nothing but turmoil under the rulership of these Edomites, man. And there's still more turmoil to come. And the whole world, man, is just pissed off by these Edomites, man. It's just creating all types of roadblocks and, emotional roller coasters, man. Folks worried about unemployment, folks worried about job security, folks worried about their health, folks worried about dictatorships, folks worried about oppression, so much worries about, this Edomite rulership, man, that the confidence of the whole people of the earth is just being shaken on a daily basis, all right? And to read further, in the book of Isaiah, chapter, no, let me go straight to Isaiah chapter 14, all right, just to recap on the acts of these Edomites, man, especially the elites, all right. So the book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 16 and 17, all right, concerning world prophecy, future prophecy. So like it says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Yeah, so you see on the screen there, you see the UK flag, you see the flag of the State of Israel, and you see the flag of the United States of America. So you can always tell, man, those three have to work in cohesion to have dominance, man. That's what Amalek wants to do. He has to maintain control over those three. The United Kingdom, State of Israel, and the United States, man. They have to work in cohesion so they could have their so-called New World Order. But one thing they do not know is that it's not going to come to pass because they do not have the power and resources to make it happen, all right? So the whole agenda of trying to stir up of war, throughout the four corners of the earth, is not going to yield the desired results because the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai, under the order of the Most High Yahweh, is going to intervene, okay? So I'm going to read Isaiah chapter 14, verse 16 again. It says that they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and shall consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the world, that made the earth to tremble, and did shake kingdoms? Yeah, so when they see the elites of this world being put in shackles, because when you read the book of Psalms 149, it tells you how the kings of these Edomite kingdoms, the elite will be put in shackles, bound with fetters of iron to serve captivity, under the rulership of Hamashiach Yahushai, all right, and with the chosen heirs also, the joint heirs, the elect, all right. And then it says that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners, all right. And then 18 also says, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. And then it also says in 19, but thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Yeah, so that alliance, between the UK, State of Israel, and the United States is just going to falter when the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai, intervenes, man. Because, there's so much damage that these Edomites can do, being allowed by the Lord. So all that, they want to get control of the whole, the whole world. Let me just say, the whole land, man. They want Palestine, man. Goes to tell they want Lebanon, man. Very soon they're going to say they want Jordan too, So that's one thing about these elites, man. They don't want to talk about their identities as being Edomites. So it's just going to create more attention, man. Everything that they can do to distract people from labeling them as the Edomites of the Holy Scriptures. All right, and this agenda of them having control of the UK and United States is just part of the plan, to bamboozle the whole world to think it's about politics. It's all about them fighting to get the birthright back, from the true Israelites, and that's the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans, all right? And, they're not really succeeding like they want to, because the Most High is just putting roadblocks in their path, all right? So there's no plan that they can have to turn against the prophecies of the Lord, all right? Because the Lord has already reserved his elect that are spread out throughout the four corners of the earth, okay? And, all these UK, US dragging their feet, claiming that the state of Israel has the right to protect itself, it's just an excuse, to prolong the conversation, man, of what the truth is all about concerning this situation, because they have to create conflict, all right, to distract the people from what their actual plan is in the background, all right? So another precept I would like to read is going to be from the book of Job chapter 20, verse 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Yeah, so, when all hell breaks loose and World War III happens, man, the United States is going to have a lot to deal with, the craziness, man, of that comes with these weapons being launched, these so-called nuclear weapons and these so-called blockades, man, because when there's a blockade on the high seas, even on the land, goals cannot be achieved, man. Accomplishments are delayed and and are turned upside down. And that's one thing about war, man. When a troop, a battalion, or a column can't get through, that holds back victory. That's victory delayed. Victory delayed is victory denied. All right, that's in Esau's world, man. So it's going to be hard, man, for them to accomplish their goals when the Lord sets up those roadblocks, man. And the trap that the Lord has set for these elite Edomites, man, it's just hilarious, man. They're just going to walk into it, hook, line, and sinker, all right? And, it's going to be crazy, man, when these small nations like Lebanon, Iran, Iraq, when they start to coordinate plans to prevent Esau from moving further with his new world order, because the hearts of the kings of this world now, the so-called ministers and generals and the so-called commanders, their minds is in the hands of the Lord. So all those agreements that they've signed on to, it's not going to go as planned, all right? And it's going to cause a lot of destruction, man. Troops are going to be bewildered with frustration and defeat and destruction, all right? So final precept will be from the book of Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 12. Yeah, so it says, your mother shall be sore confounded, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Yeah, so the UK is going to be upset with the United States, man, because the plans are not being carried out. The goals are not being achieved, and it's going to be crazy. And that UK and United States, they're all part of NATO, right? They are both parts of NATO, all right? And, it's not going to go according to their desires, man, because it's going to get chaotic, man. When the government loses control, the troops don't want to go along with the program, that creates a headache for the elites, okay? And the general can have control of his troops. Yeah, it's gonna be a migraine, man. Let me say a mind aneurysm. Yeah, so that's part of the defeat of the elites of this world, the elite Edomites, man. That want to make Babylon go hard for this war, but they know that that time is limited. All right. And then it says that she that bear you shall be ashamed. So the UK is going to be ashamed about America's moves, in the very, very, very near future, man. When the plans for the new order is not going as they thought it will. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Yeah, so they have to close up shop by burning down America to the ground, man, because it's going to be hard, to let America go, so by them saving face, they have to burn down America, all right? And that's what they're going to do when they join hands with NATO, to shoot missiles on America, all right? So they have to throw America under the bus, and that's the whole plan, when things don't go according to their desires, they just have to come up with an excuse to do something drastic. So that's the point that I can, the plans of the elites to have control over the world, man. It's hilarious, man, not knowing that they were already set up for failure. So that's the point that I can, this is exactly what you have to witness when the heathen is desirous of, having control. They want access to the birthrights that the Most High has given to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So with that being said, Kahalayim La, Yahweh Bashima Shah Bashima Kwakadash. And you just got to stay tuned, man, because the wheels of war are still in motion. Shalom.